The handling of this by the Secretary of Defense is totally unacceptable. I think it was a dereliction of duty.
Calls for Secretary Austin's resignation are absolutely ludicrous. They're absurd.
The fallout continues over Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin, retired five-star general, having been AWOL last week, being treated in the ICU at Walter Reed National Military Medical Center for complications from a minimally invasive surgical procedure called a prostatectomy to treat and cure prostate cancer that was performed on December 22nd. And that has Republicans and Democrats on the Hill clamoring for his resignation, and the media, of course, and well they should be, demanding answers.
Who was in charge?
But was the SecDef's disappearance a national security risk? And did the Deputy SecDef, on vacation in Puerto Rico, have immediate access to one of the E-4B military command planes used by the SecDef when traveling outside CONUS to ensure the chain of command and presidential succession in the event of a national emergency that threatens command and control and continuity of government? Was there a breakdown in this chain of command that put the nation in peril had there been a crisis? Those are questions we're going to explore. But first, be sure to subscribe, like, and comment. The defense chief continues to face withering criticism from Congress and questions from the media over having kept the president, the national security advisor, and, it seems, the White House military office and the SecDef's own senior subordinate leaders, including the Dep SecDef, in the dark about his recent hospitalization, during which time he vanished from radar. A vanishing act that he since said in a statement was an error in judgment for which he takes full responsibility. But that admission of responsibility hasn't quieted the political and media juggernaut over something that, while certainly an error in judgment, did it really rise to the level of a complete breakdown in the chain of command or critical communications? First, the law is unequivocal regarding the chain of command. Title 10 vests with the Deputy Secretary the power to act for and exercise the powers of the SecDef when the SecDef dies, resigns, or is otherwise unable to perform the functions and duties of his office. Furthermore, on February 11, 2021, Austin issued DoD Directive 5105.02, which, pursuant to Title 10, gives Deputy Secretary of Defense Kathleen Hicks full power and authority to act for the Secretary of Defense and to exercise the powers of the Secretary of Defense upon any and all matters concerning which the Secretary of Defense is authorized to act pursuant to law. While much has been made about Hicks reportedly having not known for 2 days of Austin's hospitalization, she nevertheless during that time inherently had vested to her the powers of the SecDef. So, there really wasn't a breakdown in the chain of command. Or was there? Which brings us to the matter of communications. And, more importantly, the military command and control plane, the Boeing 747 E-4B, which is put in the air with the SecDef in the event of a national emergency, during which the presidential chain of command and succession is paramount. And these points, I believe, are essential. Austin's doctors said in a statement that the SecDef was admitted to the ICU on January 1st due to complications from the prostatectomy that was performed on December 22nd, but that he was never unconscious nor under general anesthesia. Nevertheless, the SecDef did confer limited powers to Hicks, the Deputy Secretary of Defense, on January 2nd, but did not inform her that he was in the hospital, which she did not learn about for several days. She apparently thought he was on vacation. During this time, though, anything could have happened, which raises the question, did not the SecDef, nor anyone else, think it wasn't a good idea to get an E-4B to her, or, to be on the safe side, recall her from her vacation until the SecDef was able to be put in the air during a national emergency that put continuity of government in jeopardy? As a former military strategic intelligence analyst told me, Austin's absence created a leadership vacuum in the Department of Defense during a critical time, and that there was, in effect, operational disruption, meaning the absence of the Secretary may have impacted decision-making and coordination in the Department of Defense. The Deputy Secretary of Defense took over, thinking Austin was on vacation when he was actually in intensive care. As for communications, that, it must be presumed, was intact, because both the SecDef and the Deputy SecDef must be able to connect via phone, video, or internet with anyone, anywhere, anytime, whether that is from a rowboat in Alaska, at an international summit, or when hospitalized or on vacation. They have with them what is called an executive travel communications team. Hicks has said that she did in fact have a comms team with her while on vacation. These comms are performed by the Air Force's elite and highly classified 844th Communications Squadron, or 844CS. The highly specialized 844CS executive travel team is tasked with the critical mission of ensuring that the Secretary of Defense and the DepSecDef have a full suite of secure comms while on the road, including going to a hospital. To provide this support, the 844CS deploys ahead of the SecDef and the Deputy SecDef to establish a comms site. Typically, the SecDef's comms team has about 55 members assigned to it, and the team can run 7 different communication sites at any given time, if need be. The team plans for trips, heads out on the road with gear, and sets up in advance of the SecDef, Deputy Secretary of Defense, or other principal's arrival. What about an emergency? Well, there's the 844CS comm team's Residential Command Post, or RCP. The RCP team leader is never no more than 2 minutes or 2 doors away at any given time to ensure that the SecDef and DepSecDef have instant access to whatever they need to communicate anywhere in the world, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The RCP team carries upwards of 10 million in state-of-the-art communications gear. Additional 844CS teams are dedicated to the Joint Chiefs of Staff, and the 844CS serves as the executive agent for the National Military Command Center at the Pentagon. The bottom line, as of now, seems to be that since no critical decisions arose that we know of while the SecDef was in the ICU with, it would seem, only his comms team, doctors, and attending staff, knowing where he was, America dodged the bullet, so to speak. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And be sure to subscribe, like, and share. And until next time, my friends, be safe, well, and frosty out there.